shoes. So it's a bit of a random little video today. I thought just as my shoes are nearing the end of their life, I would do a little shoe review. Because shoes are quite a complicated subject in a minute. There's lots of choices, lots of random brands about now. And I thought I'd give you a little rundown of how my 510s have fared. So I say they're near the end of their life. I've had them about, I want to say over 2 years. Between 2 to 3 years now. And they're actually in really good condition. The only issue is, I think like with any shoe we use cage pedals, I've worn a bit of a hole across the sole, but the rest of the sole, yeah, it's actually got loads of rubber left, loads of grip left. I just say worn a hole through so the pedal keeps hitting my foot as I ride. Yeah, the rest of the shoe, yeah, in perfect condition. So yeah, about 2-3 years ago I got 2 pairs of the 510 Freeriders. I know there's a few different variations, but these are like the standard basic models 510 Freeride. Yeah, so I went from kind of proper riding shoes, like proper trial shoes, so Rebos, and went straight to these, give them a try. And I wasn't really too sure about them, so I started out using platform pedals, because I thought they'd suit me more. Then went to cage pedals, they were working fine. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with them. In terms of grip, they're probably the grippiest shoe I've ever used. Something that really surprised me is actually how good these are just like walking sections and just walking around in general. Because even trial shoes, when I've been at a competition, I'll try and walk a section like a muddy rock or, you know, something that's a bit wet and damp and horrible, and they'll be quite slippery. But these are actually really good just for walking sections. They've got really good grip. Like I can walk down a slope or walk down a rock, and they're fine. And because of the sole in them, you don't really get them clogging up with mud too much. Yeah, they've been good. Because I'm fancy, and because it's really hard to get shoes my size, I've got 2 pairs at once. So I kind of used these pair mainly for the first year or so, and kind of like saved these for the competition, just so I had kind of a fresh pair. As you can see, they're a bit scuffed and a bit tatty, just so I haven't cleaned them, but they're in actually pretty much perfect condition. The sole got loads of grip left, so the bit where my pedal has been, it's got so much grip left. Yeah, I'm going to keep using these just for walking around. And just like a general shoe, a bit of an outdoorsy shoe because they're really good. So the good points of the shoes: riding, really grippy, really comfy. You can wear them walking around, you can just jump straight on your bike and they're fine. They're a little bit weighty. You don't really notice it too much until like at the ends of the day. You can just feel they're a little bit heavy because of that sole. But again, the sole's really cushioned, so you don't really mind the weight because you know there's a reason for it. Yeah, build quality of the shoe has been great. So of course, he's taking a bit of a battering just from riding, walking around. Yeah, it's in perfect condition really. Nothing's wrong with it. No tears, no holes, no rips. Yeah, it's been good. Compared to kind of traditional trial shoes, the tread pattern's a bit different, which I actually think the stealth rubber is actually a lot better for trials. I really like it. The only main difference is kind of the ankle support. So these have got a fair bit of ankle support, but something I noticed the other day for the first time, I had a bit of a tumble and rolled my ankle. Now, would I have rolled my ankle in trial shoes? Maybe, maybe not. But it's kind of highlighted that these haven't got that much ankle protection. But it's the first time I've done it since owning these shoes. So obviously it doesn't make that much of a difference. And they're not that bad really. They have still got some kind of ankle protection, which is good. So compared to trial shoes, in terms of value for money, I think these are pretty good. So I'm lucky I got a bit of discount on these just through Bike Chart, who helped me out. But in general, I think they're about the same kind of price as most trial specific shoes now. But yeah, they last a lot longer, and you can wear them normally. You don't have to keep worrying about taking a spare pair of shoes or a normal pair of shoes. You can just drive to a competition, drive to a spot in these, go riding in them, and you're done. And like I say, if it wasn't for where my pedals have gone through in certain spots, I say it's only in one shoe that's gone through. The other shoe's actually quite good. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that my pedals gone through the shoe, yeah, I would keep wearing these, and I'd be happy to wear these. I'm sure these would last another few years. Yeah, and they're good all round for any weather condition. So I've ridden them in storms and in wet, muddy competitions. yeah, they're not obviously not waterproof, but they're fairly water resistant. Never had any issues with like soaking wet feet or water getting in and being muddy and grubby. Then the summer you do notice them a little bit. If it wears a bit heavier and a bit thicker, and that's at the end of my feet actually do feel a bit hot and a bit kind of not a bit blistery, I guess. But yeah, just a bit warm. I think it's just because they're a bit weighty and a bit thick, but yes, you can easily put up with it given how much protection they give you. It's kind of worth the sacrifice. So the cool thing about the 510s is they do a few different colour designs, and there's a few different versions as well. And I can't remember the names, and they've got like Freerider, then Freerider, blah blah blah. So I may give those a try. I might try and find a pair that's slightly lighter, because that's my only kind of issue with these. They're a bit bulky at times. Not sure if I'll try a trial specific shoe again. I have got an old pair of Reeboks that are pretty much unused. Yeah, I think I'll stick with these. If I look at the Ride Concepts, fairly similar designs, I might give those a try, but yeah, can't really fault 5 10 Freeriders as a trial shoe, so yeah, give them a try. After a couple of years used, they're looking pretty good. It says no scuffs, no damage onto them. The soles are good, bit of mud there. So as you can see, there's still a lot of grip left in these shoes, which is really good. And so my actual right shoes are always good. It's just my left foot, my lead foot, where I get a bit of issue. And you can see there's a bit of a hole going on there. It's all the way through. But that happens with any shoe really, with cage pedals. So you can either just put up with it, or if you're that bothered, just run platforms. So these are the older pair, which I've stopped using for a couple of months now, just because the hole at the bottom got a bit much. So see, these have got worn a little bit more. There's a few kind of worn patches on them, but again, the rest of the shoes in fine condition. There's no damage, and they're looking pretty sweet. Yeah, so a little bit of a different video there. Like I said, the shoes are coming to the end of their life a little bit, so I thought I'd give a quick review in case anyone was wondering about what shoes feeling a bit undecided. Yeah, I thought I'd just chime in with my my little review there. So if you liked the video and it's a bit helpful, and you'd like me to do any more kind of reviews or give my opinion on anything, then let me know. If you do like the video, give it a subscribe, because you have literally taken the shoes off my feet here. I'm just a poor boy. So more subscribers means, you know, I can buy shoes. Be very helpful. Cool. Thanks for watching.